Hello, beautifuls. It's Charla here with Dragonfly Soul Healing. So, there's been a lot of movement of energy happening around us lately, and it's been really exciting to watch these changes take place because we're all being kind of called to action, into stepping into that real mission. And so with that, I'm seeing a lot of people stepping forward and coming into session and really releasing some of those really big ancestral patterns that kind of like those big final things that we've been holding on to, you know, that we've been working towards and clearing. And it's like this change is happening where we're finally letting go of those last pieces that keep holding us back, where we keep holding these projections of ourselves that we can't do this, we can't be that person that we keep feeling and fantasizing about because we see this picture of where we're meant to go. And a lot of projections hold us back, and it causes us to stop following that path. But this last few weeks here, especially, you've been really tempted with this desire. This desire card was at the bottom of the deck, one of the decks that I was shuffling. And I mean, we have many animals showing up in this card alone, kind of giving you some clues. So if there's anything there that you're drawn to, then we should pay attention to those animals. But this desire has been coming through and almost trying to get us to go off course, right? And it's like grasping at straws at this energy. And so the more that you stay really grounded in where you're going and what you're trying to shift out of your life, clearing that ancestral patterning right now, it's really going to help, because we're right at that tail of really starting to hold a big container. And by that I mean where we're going to have to be able to hold space for other people while they really start going through their spiritual awakening, because we see it coming and we felt it. And this is why there's been such a push on many of you, where it's like everything you do, you're getting asked to just jump after that period kind of at the beginning of the year there and right at the end of last year, where you're really asked to like slow down, take it easy, don't worry, things are going to be moving real fast soon, don't worry. And then all of a sudden, when the end of February hit, the middle of March, it was like all of a sudden everything hit at once, and everybody was moving and shaking their lives up, and everything's changing and shifting and moving with the flow of this energy. It was to make sure that we were prepared for this stuff that's coming forward for us, because there's going to be a lot of people really starting to see bigger pictures. And we keep seeing these people starting to shift, right? So you start seeing people starting to peek their heads out a little bit more. And so the more that we can hold this container and keep shifting the things out of our lives to be that example, the more we're going to be able to shift those people when they're ready, right? But it's just about bringing those downloads in so that we can allow them to see how they can be magic too, and how they can wake up and experience this shift in vibrations. It's interesting, the Pleiadean energy says Pleiadean activation here, says coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. And that's kind of one of the things that I'm seeing is part of what's coming over this next little while is, while we're holding that space, we're starting to see that bigger picture that we came here for take place. And so it's not going to be something that just happens overnight, though it will feel really fast for some of it. The Enchanted Fern Grotto comes out, refuge. Something about nature here, and I feel like we're all really being called to nature. We always are. The video that came up was one with birds in the background, which is interesting. This isn't a typical one, but so did the forest deck. So it's like there's this energy of nature trying to come forward and show us some stuff. There's a lot of ground being moved right now. Spring is when they always start like doing constructions and all this stuff. So they're starting to shake up the earth again. And now we have lots of winds happening here in BC today. So it was like a lot of moving energy. And we can see that taking place right now. And so with that change, that's where some of this desire energy is coming forward. And so we'll just have to be mindful when we have that excess of that sexual energy coming forward in our field. Is that really ours, right? Because there is some things kind of trying to come in and distract you right now. And so this is something that we do need to be mindful of is this our energy? And if it's not, pulling that energy out as my cat's distracting me and pushing my TV. Theo. Oh, there's birds on the TV. Interesting. I'm like, my cat has never touched the TV before. And as I'm talking about this, right? So we have that energy trying to distract us. You see how that works, right? Is even as I talk about it, that energy disrupts, right? And so we have to be really mindful. The bee spirit came up as well. Okay, I know I called you, but I didn't mean to come here. Okay, the bee prosperity card comes up, bee spirit. And so there's like this shift in the way that prosperity comes in. I feel like that's really strongly what's showing up here is I'm seeing a lot of healers really step into their magic right now. And so we're really seeing that shift in energy where people are starting to find their passion and build something from that, because everybody is important when we start doing this work, right? So everybody is important. And so it's time to activate those things. And that's where that Pleiadean activation comes in. So it feels like there's some of that energy helping. Interesting. The Earth Star activation is underneath that. Anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy. Oh my goodness. Now he's just going to be here working with us this whole time. So that Isis energy has been showing up in our field. The Isis cards have been coming out a lot with some people around me. So that's kind of that energy, that Egyptian stuff is activating and re-downloading in the field. So allowing yourself to connect to those Egyptian timelines as well, and healing whatever trauma we hold in our field from it, so that we can release it and activate the magic parts of us as well. The fire spirit energy card is here. This fire energy has been coming out a lot lately as well. You see the lightning bolts here too. So it feels like a lot of activations coming through and healing some of this throat stuff. So we have this energy here where the throat has been shut down a lot, and the throat has been coming up for a lot of my clients recently. And so we'll just kind of move some of that energy while we're in this space, because the voice has been shut down in so many lifetimes, but it's no longer where we're going. We need that voice activated. We need to be back in our power. And so healing those witch wounds and all these places where we weren't allowed to step into our power. This is why these sessions are so important right now, where you're feeling that call to go and see one of your healers, right? Because as we heal these wounds in that energetic realm, we really start to see more of this human illusion that we've been playing out around us that we are conditioned to, but it also helps you activate those powers as well in you, so that you can start doing it for yourself and for others. And so I really want you guys to focus on allowing yourself to do some of this healing work around that trauma so that we can pull away from this desire and really activate that magic within us. Because that's going to be the important thing moving forward, is how many people are holding this container, helping those who are waking up right now get through that process easier than we had when we first woke up. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, and I will chat with you guys soon. Take care.